rolling. From Washington, D.C., Roland Martin, good morning.
Tom, Civil Guy, good morning. Hope all is well. Looking forward to being in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma tomorrow for their school choice summit. I'll be giving the keynote speech there on the campus of Oklahoma City University. So looking forward to seeing folks there. Tom, a couple of things. One, we're talking to Reverend Dr. William Barber right now, of course, with repairs of the breach, former state conference president of the NAACP, about a couple of things. But first, we got to ask him right now real quick, though. He has to give us his perspective on these white conservative evangelicals who have been preaching for decades morality, character, integrity, and faith, and all of that. But they're giving Donald Trump a mulligan for paying off a porn star for all of his shenanigans. And now all of a sudden, that morality stuff don't matter.
Doc, we've always had false prophets as far back as Moses against the false prophets of Pharaoh. The slave master religion did the same thing. They preached all of this morality, told the slaves to act right while they were doing everything they could to act wrong, including keeping people in slavery. It's nothing new. This is not, so-called white evangelical is not even a Christian term. They even call something white evangelical Christians or Christian nationalism. At the bottom line, if you know the history, you know that this is really the gospel of greed, not the gospel of Christ. It has deep roots in racism. It has deep roots of being paid by a rich oligarchy to make this stuff a cover, simply to fool people with so-called value votings, and then get them elected so they can do what they did, and that is major tax reform on the backs of the poor and the working poor. It's obvious that it's hypocritical, and it's sad. It makes me angry and makes me sad for people to be using the faith or attempting to use the faith in this way, and they will give a mulligan or whatever they want to call it to anyone. The bottom line is, all you have to do is ask yourself what they would have done if they had even seen Obama cut his eye at somebody.
Oh, please.
Sad. If Obama had even thought about lying like Trump lies,
right? If he thought about it,
they would have called hellfire down.
First of all, don't even talk about Obama having 4 kids from 3 different mamas. That'd been a whole different conversation. How they would have reacted.
Right. And so we as I said, when they went into Trump and they prayed, they were willing to pray for him while he and McConnell and Ryan are praying, preying, on the poor, the vulnerable, and women and gay people and all those things. We know it's hypocrisy at the highest level. And that's one of the reasons why the black church, especially, or the prophetic church, whether they're black or white, cannot be silent anymore and cannot just sit inside of the church and have praise parties, but we have to be in the public square.
Speaking of that, Reverend Barber, speaking of that, this effort, hashtag Free Dante Sharp. Again, many of those same evangelicals are missing a young man in North Carolina. Tell folks about what your effort and others are trying to do to get this young man freed, and the Democratic governor in North Carolina, who black folks put in office, needs to step up.
It really does. Roy Cooper. And I hope, when I tell this story, I hope that this is one that even Tom, you there, and others will take this cause on. Dante's been in jail for over 20 years for a crime he did not do. He was convicted of murder in Pitt County. The Duke Innocent Project, and the case is led by a white woman, have done all the work and have found that this brother is innocent. The lead detective has recanted and said that we accused and convicted the wrong person. The major witness has recanted and said she was coerced to do it at a young age, at 15, by the police. to lie on Dante Sharp. He's been in jail for over 22 years. The governor could pardon him tomorrow on Sunday night at 7 o'clock on Oxygen Channel. There is a major documentary called Final Appeal. It's going to lay the case out. And we're calling on people all over the nation to call Roy Cooper at 919-814-2000 or tweet him at @NC_governor. That's his Twitter. Just say, free this brother, free him. The case is clear, it's clear cut. And the only reason they're not freeing him is because a lot of other people will fall. Because to free Dante will be to convict the system of over 20 years of cover-up. They took this young boy's life, Roland, put him in jail at 19. And then they created the story last week, claimed he was a drug dealer. When Dante actually told them, when they asked him, he said, yeah, he said, I smoked a little weed and maybe sold a bag or two. They didn't never catch him doing it. He was trying to be honest. They offered him plea bargains. He said, no, I will not plead to a murder I did not do. I'd rather stay in jail the rest of my life.
What does the governor's office say to you, Reverend Barber?
Well, what happened was when the governor was attorney general, we went to him, and he said that he did not have the power as attorney general and told us to go to the other governor who was a Republican. Well, we sent that governor home, but we went to that governor. And now the one that was the attorney general is the governor. And we've been pleading with him for over 3 years. Now, I will tell you, when I was president of NAACP, before I stepped down in October, normally we invite the governors and all to come, to whoever they are, to come to our bank, the NAACP conference. We disinvited him because I could not allow him to sit there, in front of that man's, Dante's mama, knowing he had the power to do the right thing and had years to do it, and now he has the power to do it and has not done it. And so I don't know what the problem is. I simply know this is one we cannot retreat on, and we cannot allow the system to once again choose the side of extremists because they are fearful that if they free a black man for something he didn't do, then they'll be called soft on crime. We just can't allow the system to do that on Dante.
Roland, may I also say that I was in Las Vegas on Sunday, and there was nothing like having Reverend Barber there and leading the cause in the Women's March. It was powerful, and I thank you for all the good work you do, sir, and you really had that crowd going.
Well, bless you, my sister. And I hope you all look at this, Tom and Roland and all. I hope you all will take this up as a call, get people to call in. Look at Oxygen first. Don't take my word just for it. Go to it, 7 o'clock p.m., Oxygen, the station. See Final Appeal. Final Appeal, that's the name of it.
What's Final Appeal?
On Oxygen.
On Oxygen.
Phone number to call is 919-814-2000, 919-842-2000 for the governor. Reverend Barber, thanks a lot, my alpha brother. God slide that in now.
Of course.
Of course you got to slide that in. All right.
Take care, folks.